Applying to college as a low-income student is a completely different experience than applying to college with a supporting family and network, a really clear idea and pathway of what to do to get into a university. The thing that sealed the deal for me at Duke was the first time I came, I sat down and had a conversation with my financial aid counselor, who just happened to be the director of financial aid at Duke. She really convinced me that Duke was going to be the place for me by saying like two very simple phrases. At Duke, if you ask, you will be supported. And at Duke, if you want to achieve something, if you want to accomplish something, we'll find a way to help you. My freshman year at Duke was cripplingly hard. It wasn't something that I was equipped for. I took math classes and I trained really, really hard. I ended up training every single day, lifting weights, running, pushing myself as far as I could possibly go. I was pounding and pounding and pounding. I wasn't cognizant of my limit. When you're that dedicated, when you're that focused, when you have that much adrenaline rushing through your blood, you're not cognizant of when you reach physical limits. This idea of starting BioMetrix, of creating a platform that can help identify, that can show you where your limits are, it came out of a conversation that I was having with my co-founder and partner. Well, we were foam rolling in the middle of Murray, the training room here at Duke for Olympic sports. Why is it that we can carry a touchscreen computer in our pocket, but we can't have a single intelligent device that can help us understand where our physical limits are? I was a mechanical engineer, she was a data scientist, and Duke had empowered us with this phenomenal background, this strength of technical knowledge and ability and self-confidence to go in and tackle a problem like this. So we did. Turning a prototype into a real product was a ridiculously hard journey that I hadn't realized would take quite as long. The Smart Home program and the Innovation Collab were two of the first entities to ever take our project seriously. The Smart Home offered a little bit of funding as well as professor support from professors and the academic staff and resources. The Collab then continued to support us throughout all of our prototyping, testing, figuring out, you know, if we tinker with this enough, can we make it work? Can we make it more reliable? Can we make it more comfortable? And then once we actually had a really clear idea of what the product is, the Melissa and Doug program was really crucial to helping us figure out how do we turn it into a business. And then once we kind of graduated out of the Melissa and Doug program, we came into the welcoming open arms of the Duke Angel Network, which was one of our first investors. It was a phenomenal experience from beginning to, I don't want to say end, but to where we are right now. We certainly couldn't have done it without Duke. I have never been ashamed of my demographics. You know, some of my biggest identifiers have been immigrant, woman, and low income. I really do think that Duke understands that these different perspectives, the adversity that low-income students face, the adversity that immigrants face, make us incredibly resilient, creative, hardy, hardworking, in a way that I think makes us incredibly well-suited for an environment like Duke. If my life had gone in any other direction because of a lack of financial aid at this school, I wouldn't be the same person. And that is 100% true for every single student who is a recipient of aid. You're not just empowering them to get a degree from a good school, you're fundamentally changing their perspectives, their abilities, their trajectory in life. Every dimension of my life has been touched by this experience here at Duke.